missing. I know it's real, but I'm telling you, it's closer than you know. I'm really trying to keep it cool now. Don't you see that you're a fool?
Oh my god, can you see that? It's cold. Good morning everybody and welcome to the final Juggling January. I am so sad that it's coming to an end, even though I don't look it right now. I am very sad that it's finishing, but we're gonna finish on a high. We're ending as we started in the car on the way on a lovely dog walk. It's actually the nicest day as well, so I feel like the weather just knows. It's the end of Juggling Jan, we've got to end on a high. We've got a rainbow pillow in the back. Let me show you it. Niall's mum bought me this for Christmas and it's one of those really cool pillows. Where you see this now, look at it, it's a rainbow. Although I don't really like it the other way, but it's still very cool. Look at that, it's gone. Actually it's kind of there, but it's silver. These kind of pillows are so cool. I've seen some tops actually that do this, where you change like from a reindeer to a Santa. Love it, but we're gonna obviously keep it on the rainbow side. But yeah, that's just a new addition to Buttercup. She's been pimped up, thanks to Niall's mum Anya. Love it. But yes, as I was saying, it's the final Juggling Jan. We're about to go on a lovely dog walk. I've got quite a nice Monday. It is Monday today. It's a fresh Monday, blue in the sky, feeling fabulous. Can you tell? Because I can. It's very early in the morn. We're just about to head out on our lovely morning dog walk, which I have been sticking to. It was one of my goals at the beginning of Juggling Jan. I don't know if you remember. We will go through those actually and kind of look back on the month at the end, I'm thinking. And I want all of you guys to as well. If you've been joining in on Juggling Jan, doing your goals, you know, getting through, we'll do it together at the end. Right, please excuse, my camera keeps falling over because it's so cold in my car. I have written out a list of things I want to do today, which I think is a key to a good Monday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest lover of Mondays. I feel like you're either a lover, you see them as a fresh start, or you hate them like me. I'm gonna get through. Do you know what else I like to do on a Monday morning actually, which I've noticed I've naturally done every morning, every Monday this month, is look on Pinterest at Monday motivation quotes. It gets me in the mood. This morning I was looking at, what did I find? Found, which I did actually post on my Instagram story, this is your Monday reminder that you can handle anything this week will throw at you. So this was the one I posted on my story. I'll show you a few others which I liked though. There we go, that one. But then I also found, when life gives you Monday, dip it in glitter and sparkle all day. I didn't post that one though. You got this, girl. Absolutely love that one. It's a good week to have a good week. That's another good one. Every morning you have two choices. I love this one actually. Continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them. Love that one. But yeah, I feel like that's a really nice thing to do on a Monday morning. Go on Pinterest, get the app on your phone. Look up Monday motivation quotes because it gets me motivated, because I am actually not a motivated Monday gal, even though sometimes I may see it on Instagram story and stuff. I'm not. The list this morning, today, we've got here, so it's quite simple today. I don't have too much on. We're gonna walk blue, we're gonna have a house spritz. I'm gonna do that with you, just like a quick spritz of the house, quick clean. We're gonna put the washing away, very interesting. Legs, I'm training legs today. Do you know what I'm gonna try and do later, and I might actually do it with you, is try to do a little bit of songwriting. I might try and do it, and I think I'm gonna do it with you. I might actually show you one of my songs that I love, that I wrote, if I do say so myself, if I can remember it as well. I don't know why I've had this kind of urge to show you, and I haven't done any singing through Juggling Jan, so we need to. We did loads in Vlogmas, not now, and then we've got a vlog obviously, which I'm doing right now, so I've got quite a nice Monday. Anyway, I'm gonna head out, bring you on my little walk. I gotta show you the little frog. So Bluebell today is a frog. Now you may laugh at this because it's not actually raining, it's a lovely day and she's got a raincoat on, but the reason for this is because I can see her in the woods, and I get a little bit scared when I'm on walks by myself without Niall, because I get scared I'm gonna lose her because the woods Look at her, she's so cute, my little frog. Anyway, we're gonna go. She's very eager, she's doing a little shiver dance. We have arrived at the forest, and I must say, the traffic lights were very much against me today, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my Monday. Also, I have to say, my intro took me quite a long time because every 1.5 minutes my camera fell off the tripod. It was actually a lot worse than it probably came out on the clips, but yeah, I don't know why. I think it's because my car's so cold, because in the summer the tripod worked a lot better in my car. I don't know if you remember, but we had lots of sing-songs, lots of like car chats. Now my tripod lasts about 1.5 minutes and then it just flops over and flip-flops. So yes, I'm not gonna let it ruin my Monday though. We're in the lovely forest. Look at that sun behind me, glorious. And we're actually coming up to the lake now. Do you know what? This part of the lake makes me laugh so much because there's these swans here and they just hiss a bluebell. Obviously I make sure she's safe, but she's very intrigued by them, but they hate her. She is so funny. She's dressed as a frog today, so she's gonna blend in. But yeah, look at this view. How pretty is this on a Monday morn? How can your Monday start bad? I would 100% recommend, if you can in the morn, whatever it may be, get your bod moving. But I really like starting my day with a walk now, more than the gym, you know. I mean, I will go to the gym later, but it's just nice being in nature, especially when you live in the city. Just breathing like quite fresh air. I know I'm still quite in the city really, but still it just feels fresh and like, I don't know, it gets my brain in a good mood for the rest of the day. I'm gonna pop a podcast or maybe a playlist on in a minute. But I thought I'd show you the beauty. I mean, I've showed you this place quite a few times. This is Wimbledon Common, by the way. A few people who live in London have asked me where this is to take their dogs, but Wimbledon Common, absolutely love. Oh, I'm so cold I can't really speak, but look at this. I don't know where the swans are today, but look at it. It's just glorious for a little dog to run around in. Bluebell chases the squirrels. There she is, frog on the loose. Can't lose her. Look at this frost. I just love the sound of the crunch. They did actually say also on the radio on the way here that it's meant to snow this week, even in London. Now I know some of you guys always say to me, why do you want snow? But it actually never really snows here.
Open your eyes and let go. Oh, oh. You got a lot of exes, but none of them know you better. The stories you've heard could be you and I. Hey, let me explain, get to the reason why it's not us. You know there's no one else than me you trust. You know it's truth.
Does anyone else do this? When you get in from being out, usually after the gym actually, and I sit down and I just sit there for ages and just contemplate life. No, I'm joking. I'm not actually contemplating life. I'm actually, do you know what? Do you know what I'm actually doing? Which I don't think I've actually really talked about on YouTube, but this month I have done a Peach Plan challenge. So the Peach Plan's my workout, guys. You may know this, you may not. I have been running a challenge this month for January to get everybody like back motivated, and I've been doing like a hit circuit each week, and I have just posted the last one of the month. Let me show you, give you a quick show. So basically I'm filming a different hit circuit each week, popping it on there on the Monday, and next to it, as you can see, is a little list of my goals for the week. Just like goals for every kind of goal. So on my goals this week I've got introducing yoga to my mornings, 10 mins, which you did see a little sneaky peek this morning. I'm not going to talk too much about that today because I am just trialing it out. I'll let you know in my next vid how I'm like finding it, but basically I just was doing one off YouTube. Start filming for joint channel with Nile, need to do that. Complete this hit circuit 2 more times this week, so I'm hoping to do that. At least 1 pound per night this week again. So yeah, those are just my little goals this week, and basically I'm doing this so everybody can get involved. It's just kind of like to freshen up everyone's brains and get them all kind of involved and interacting, and I don't know, I feel like it's worked really nicely actually, and I'm thinking I might actually continue into February like a new theme, so not a hit circuit, we might do like an ab circuit each week. I think it's a nice way to get people out their comfort zone as well, and get people like filming themselves if they want to. You don't actually have to, you can just take a photo if you want, or just, you know, write down what you've done. But it's nice because I think it's pushing people out of their comfort zones, which is good. But yeah, I'm just kind of catching up on that at the mo. Other thing, I don't know if you noticed, but when I was on my walk I was listening to the new Pretty Little Thing podcast. They've just started, and the first episode launched I think last week with Maya Jama. She's such a babe, she's so funny. But I actually, sneaky little peek, they actually asked me to film one with them as well, so that was recorded the week before last. So that should be up very soon. It's kind of just chatting about everything to do with my job, me, life. It was very scary, but that was me pushing out my comfort zone again, which I'm trying to do more this year, as I've said a few times. That episode should be up soon. I don't actually know when. It could be next week, could be the week after. I'm thinking the week after. I'll obviously update you about that because I think that's very exciting. Well, I'm very excited. You might not be, but it was the first podcast I've ever filmed, and I was just very nervous. It's a new thing, new vibes. When it's live, I'll let you know. But yeah, anyway, I am now going to have a little, I'm gonna have a little house spritz, I think. I'm not gonna do everything, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna have a hoover with the Dyson, have a mop, and possibly, oh, another thing I want to do actually is change. Let's do that now. Also, look at my new bedding. Have mentioned it in another vid, but look at my bedding. Lovely and fresh in the house. That's something as well. Have a little change up of your bedding. Now this bedding was from Urban Outfitters, but a while ago, but they do have lots of really cool like bedding. I've got a cherry one from them as well. I just think it's nice, you know, it's just a bit fresh after having all the wintry, starry tartan beddings of the winter. It's just, it kind of brightens up the day, you know? But yes, what I want to do before I do the mopping and the hoovering, if you know, but I use these little things in my bathrooms, and they're kind of like electronic air freshener. I don't know what's happened to this one, you know? Oh, you scared me! These are kind of like a Christmas edition, so I want to change them back to a sort of fresh, springish scent. I'm going into spring. We're having a spring spritz, aren't we? Okay. Yes, we are. Let me see if I can find the ones I bought. I bought some fresh linen. I think they were linen. They're really nice though, but I bought them. Did I buy them or did I imagine it? Yes, I did. Crisp linen and lilac. These are the best smell for like a fresh scent. So I'm gonna pop them in. I've got another one in here. This is just from Wilko, by the way. They're just really good because they actually make things smell nice, and I like a nice smelling bathroom. There's nothing worse than a smelly bathroom, and it actually kind of goes out into the house as well, so it's one of my fave things. I'm gonna pop that in, get my Dyson out. Where's my Dyson? Niall's favourite little object, the Dyson. The Dyson's going well, by the way. Oh, hang on, let me just let Blue in. Yeah, the Dyson is going fabulously. I haven't really updated you since I bought it. Love it. Although it's not, at first I was a bit concerned because the charge on it isn't ages, but as long as you don't put it on this max setting, we're usually all right. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I feel like it's just so much easier to whap out if you need to have a quick hoover, and before I'd kind of hoover once a week and then my house would be an absolute state like the day before. So our house in general is a lot cleaner now. I don't actually know what this is called, the one that we use, but it's from Argos. Love.
I'm sick and tired of seeing you in pain. Your head's in a haze. Won't you lean on me? I'll catch you if you fall. So take a leap of faith. Your fixed ideas clouding up your mind. Don't stop until common sense.
It's a dead Nile. Come on, show us your yoga. So when I was on my walk, I think I inspired Nile to do some yoga tonight. Look at your little face. You don't want to admit it. I told Nile just as I was leaving that I did some yoga, and he was very inspired.
I've wanted to do yoga for ages.
I think I'm going to do 10 minutes every morning. I'm going to talk more about this in my next video when I kind of get into a little routine. Show us a pose then, love. You look possessed. Anyway.
This is the one.
Alright, we're just getting bummed now. Anyway, I have now done the hoovering and the mopping. So for the mopping, let me show you my mop. It hasn't changed, but in case you haven't seen it, my house smells incredible right now as well. So I used this Veleda 1 to 2 spray. I don't know if that's the actual name, but again, it's from Argos. I'll link it. It's so good because it's like one of those spray mops, and it's just another very easy thing. I don't know about you, but I just always dreaded hoovering and mopping the house because I can't be bothered to get a mop and a bucket out and get it out and about, and then I can't be bothered to go around with a heavy hoover. I know that's just really lazy of me, but cleaning is not the most fun thing in the world. I'm not Mrs. Hinch, but I am getting more into it because I love, I do find it therapeutic, I'm not gonna lie. I did find the mopping a bit of an arm workout today, but I do find it quite therapeutic, and as I've said before in other videos where I've decluttered and cleaned and stuff, my brain works better in like a clean, tidy environment and when it smells glorious. So basically, in my mop, I used today my Zaflora Peach Paradise. I think I got this one in the summer, so I don't know if they do this scent right now, but it's so nice, and it's kind of got like that, it's got such a fresh spring scent. I did also make sure that the pets didn't go on the floor when it was wet, because there has been a lot of speculation about Zaflora not being very good for pets anymore. So Poppy was out, she's still out and about, and Bluebell was there because she's actually scared of the mop as well as the hoover, so don't worry about that. I made sure that was okay.
time for me to be moving on. Moving on. Yes, it is. Got no regrets. Ain't nothing gonna wrong. It's just me following the line that the stars have drawn. That's why I'm in the wind. That's where you'll find me. I'm in the wind, long, long gone. Let me tell you, a new day begins where nothing binds me. I'm letting go of all that's ever been. I'm in the wind. Oh, yeah.
Right, I've just made myself a quick lunch because it's actually quite a bit later than I wanted it to be and I'm absolutely starving. So this is a bit of a cheeky lunch that I've been really liking at the moment. I don't know where it's come from, but I'm liking it. So it's a bagel. It just looks like mush right now, but it's a bagel with some scrambled eggs, baked beans, cheese and barbecue sauce. I don't know where the obsession has come from, but I've been having it for every single lunch the past week or so. So I would 100% recommend trying it. It's absolutely glorious. Been a long time now since I sang to you. I don't know what to say. I sing along to the way. I don't know where to turn, which place to go. I'm not used to this feeling. It used to be so common to me. Now I feel like a stranger in this town. It's too small for me. I used to sing all the time. I used to know all the rhymes. I used to know 4th to 5th. Now where is 6th? Right, good afternoon everybody. It's been a few hours. I look like a crazy scientist. I've actually been chilling on my piano for about the past hour and a half, just kind of singing about, trying some things out. I am struggling with the songwriting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I will include any of the clips of me messing about. I feel like it's really vulnerable. It's like the vulnerable parts of your diary. That's what it feels. But I was like attempting something and I like the words, but I didn't really like the chords. I think it's the chords that I'm struggling with a lot because I haven't played piano in so long. But I have just found that song I was on about, the one I wrote ages ago called Apple Tree. So I think I might play you a little bit, although still not the greatest. Build a wall around yourself, not a cry for help. Oh, just like a riddle, you were there with so much care. You knew just like an interesting picture that we can work out. Watch you standing there and I wanna share. I'm an apple tree that blows in the wind, or a crab on a beach that wants to swim. Oh. So hold on to my hand, but Do you know what, it's so funny, just playing that song then, I actually remember writing that in my first year of university, and it's actually about Nile. Now I used to love writing in metaphors, and so it's like, I have an apple tree that blows in the wind, or a crab on a beach that wants to swim, so hold on to my hand, boy. Understand what it's basically saying, like, I'm just a normal girl, I want you to like me, you don't, please hold on my hand and I'll show you that it's gonna be alright. Because the verse says, you built a wall around yourself, not a cry for help. So it's kind of like insinuating, I felt like he was quite, because basically when I met Nile, he was very shut off, very like bad boy-esque, mysterious, and I felt like I knew there was a wall I could break down to love me. It worked, but yeah, that's actually what that song was about. Fun fact. You know what, I feel like I wrote my best songs before I was in a long-term relationship, because they were almost all love songs, and I felt like that was just all my emotion. And it's really weird now, I think, like, what would I write about? Although the song that I was writing before I kind of started talking to you, the lyrics that were coming out were sort of like music, part of me trying to come out and say, I don't even know how to play music anymore, but I'm trying here. Because the words that I was coming up with, oh, I can't remember what they were now. I'm glad that I recorded it though. But they were kind of like, I used to know the rhyme, I used to know the 4th, the 5th and the 1st, but now I don't even know the 6th. I can't remember. Hard to explain, but that's all kind of like talking in chords as well. I think actually what I'm going to do is try and do a little bit more writing, see if anything comes out. If it does, I may show you, and then yeah, may show you. We'll just see how it goes. So I've actually decided I'm not going to do any more of the piano in this video, because I feel like I've done quite a bit and I don't want to bore you with the keyboard. For ages actually, I found singing extremely therapeutic, just to express how I felt. Now I feel like now I've kind of stopped doing it as much, although I want to do more. I do just need to make more time for it. I do feel like I share a lot through YouTube instead now, because when I used to obviously be at university and play and sing all the time, I didn't have this. So I feel like that's also helped me as my outlet to kind of express how I feel, I guess. I do think it is one of the nicest ways to kind of express, especially when I'm feeling kind of anxious. Do you know what? Speaking of, because it's the last Juggling Jan, we're going to round it all up now. I have had the least anxious January, I think, ever. I mean, I can't remember when I was younger, but over the past few years, ever. And I think that is all down to Juggling Jan. I can't believe how smoothly this month has gone. And I honestly do think it has so much to do with, you know, the YouTube series, chatting with you guys, and just, I don't know, I just don't feel alone or too anxious this month. I actually felt more anxious last month when it was Vlogmas and it was Christmas. And I love Christmas, but I feel like I was giving myself a lot of expectation. I think that's quite a common thing, isn't it? In December is, you know, we all think it's going to be the best month ever and I'm really excited. Countdown to Christmas if you love Christmas like me. But then I feel like that's so much pressure on life, and then it makes you feel upset if you're not feeling that all the time. And then it's been like the opposite this month, where I haven't had pressure and I've been like, this is going to be a rubbish month. And it hasn't been a rubbish month. So weird. I, honest to God, have absolutely loved this series. Now, I've done a few series in the past. I actually preferred it to Vlogmas. Now that's saying something. Now I know it wasn't every single day or as often as Vlogmas was, but there was just something about this month has really given me like an epiphany. And I actually talk a lot about this in that podcast that I was saying I'm going to be on soon. But I've had kind of an epiphany this past month, I guess, with what I want to do with my work and just in life. I feel like I was kind of getting a bit lost at the end of last year as to what I wanted to do and why I was training, why I was doing YouTube, and I just felt a bit meh all the time, a bit meh, and I didn't really know why. There was no reason. I didn't feel like I was driven anymore. I found it, and it's all thanks to, honest to God, it's all thanks to you lot for, you know, supporting and getting involved and, you know, just being there in Juggling Jan. I do really hope this series has helped you in some way, because that was the purpose in it, to juggle through January together, and I feel like I've done that. I hope it has you as well. I mean, you know, not every day's been perfect, obviously, we're all human, but in general, I've honestly had the best January, and I really hope that, you know, even if you haven't had the best January, if there's just been a day where, you know, it's been a little bit easier in some way because of something. I don't know, maybe not because of juggling Jan, but just, I don't know, I hope you've had a good January too, and I can't believe it's the end of January. It's literally been the longest month. But yeah, anyway, it's nearly February tomorrow, or if you're not watching the day, then it already is. February is the shortest month. It's actually my birthday month, Valentine's Day. If you're single, then go and have a girls' night or a slumber party with your gilfs. It's getting lighter earlier. It's gonna be spring soon. It's gonna be Easter. The mini eggs are in the shop. It's all on the way up now. We're past Jan. We've got through Jan. We juggled through. Now we're gonna fly through Feb. Fresh February, flying through. I'm debating whether to do another series, but I feel like I don't want to squish Juggling Jan. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm gonna continue doing the videos as we've been doing anyway, but I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna call it a series. From now on, the content is gonna be as it's been this month, and you know, I'll hopefully come up with some new concepts as well, otherwise you get bored. But just in general, the way they've been, and hopefully you found them a little bit interactive, and just, I don't know, hopefully you felt a little bit more connected. We're going to continue. So whether we do a series of flying through Feb or fresh February, whatever it may be, flipping through February is another one that came up. Whether we do that or not is going to stay the same now. So yeah, don't worry about that. If you liked it, I hope anyway. If you didn't, then sorry, but we're just gonna stay like this from now on. And then go back on the goals. I don't want to go too much into them, because I did actually talk about them on another vlog recently, didn't I? But look at your goals, have a check through, see how you're doing. I feel like I'm doing pretty good with mine. I need to read more. That's something that I do need to do, and spend more time with friends and family. I think I've been spending quite a bit more time with friends, so fam. I need to go back to Wales and see the fam. Actually, I'm seeing my dad on Wednesday, which you may see in the next vlog, so there we go. There's the friends and fam. And then also the work, need to start the joint channel with Nile, and then other things too, which I can't tell you about, but yes. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. This is a big old end chat, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on Juggling January. You guys helped me juggle through. I hope you juggled through okay too, and I will hopefully see you in February in fresh, flying, flipping through the February.